British Jews have been trapped in this Corbyn twilight zone for 3 years or more now. It takes a lot, for me to be flabbergasted by the situation. But yeah, you said Lord Sachs is a calm, considered voice. He's one of the country's greatest and most admired thinkers. He's never given to hyperbole. And yeah, I mean, I just was listening to that Enoch Powell speech that you just played a clip of. And my jaw, again, for about the 20th time in the last 12 hours, dropped to the floor. Things are getting from bad to worse to... Where are we now? Despair? Where does it go from here?
Is it the same level as we heard from Enoch Powell, though, back in the 60s, in your view, Richard?
In my view, no. Look, I mean, I wasn't around in 1968, but Enoch Powell's words are chilling. I think that the big difference, of course, is Mr. Powell was a senior member of a Tory government and not somebody that could potentially be the next leader of our country, whereas you've got somebody who is, if the bookmakers are to be believed, the favourite to be the next Prime Minister. So I think in one way the words perhaps weren't as serious, but who they've come from gives us even greater cause for despair.
And there's no danger here, and of course I observe the learned nature of Lord Sachs, but in some way he's slightly caught up in conflating Zionism with Judaism. That is to say, you can criticise Zionists, you're not criticising Jewish folk.
Yeah, what I think people get hung up on a lot here is the fact that virtually every single British Jew, me included, and I do mean virtually every single one, has an extraordinary attachment, love for Israel and its place in history in light of what happened in the last century, and we profoundly relate to it in many, many ways. So for someone to very kind of casually use the word Zionist when pretty much you could change it up for the word Jew.
But that's the key, isn't it, Richard? Because you're a Zionist, because I might have an issue with Zionism, it doesn't mean I have an issue with the faith. Surely you appreciate that.
Yeah, of course I appreciate that, yeah. But I mean, Shami Chakrabarti, in her inquiry into Labour anti-Semitism only a couple of years ago, said the Zionist word has been used personally and abusively as a euphemism for Jew. And quite clearly, Jeremy Corbyn, whether you feel he's a responsible politician or, a backbencher or just a rank-and-file Labour Party member, should not have said what he said. I mean, I was profoundly insulted that I was born in Kingsbury, North London in 1970, that I need a lesson in English irony. I mean, it made my blood boil and it made me put my head in my hands, and I can tell you, as the editor of a Jewish newspaper, 95% of my readers felt exactly the same way.